Alright, let's get it. It's Poku Banks and today I'm going to teach you how to invest £100. All you need for this video is £100 and an open mind. Let's not waste no time. Now look, having £100 isn't hard. You can get it from your job, your normal income, or you can save £100 so you can stop eating out, whatever works. Now I'll be real, the best investment you can actually make with £100 is in yourself. You are your best asset, trust me. Now one thing you can invest in is books. So for example, this book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, I recommend you get this. It'll be linked down below. This one book cost me about, £7-8, and this one book has now made me over at least £1,000. Why? Because of the contents of the book. The contents of this book teach about investing and the basis of personal finance. I recommend it. Another way you can invest in yourself is by buying courses. Online courses, it will help you massively. So as this world is an ever-changing world, that means new things are being learned and the school curriculum can't keep up to date. So that means you won't learn this stuff in school. So online courses are made where you can then learn how to do something online. So for example, you can learn how to make websites, learn how to edit beats, learn how to edit videos, learn how to use Photoshop, learn how to use anything really. And this can all be done online. 2 websites I recommend: Udemy and my own website, Self Elevation. On Udemy, you can get courses for at least £8 to £10, and they're pretty cheap, and you can learn pretty much anything on there. At Self Elevation, I sell a course about risk-free betting, where I teach you how to bet risk-free and make at least £500 profit in your first month. So this is Udemy. This is a website I very highly recommend. There's a range of courses. There's lots of Microsoft Excel courses. There's Photoshop, Premiere Pro, and as you can see, they're £13.99 each. It's very, very cheap with £100. There's over 100,000 online courses. There's marketing, IT and software, personal development. If you have any questions, ask down below, but the link to the website Self Elevation will be down below, and Udemy. Another way you can invest in yourself is by getting some consultation, seeking a mentor, or paying for some professional advice. There's a saying, only take advice from someone you want to switch places with. So if you want to pay someone, £50 for their time just for them to teach you something, or £100 an hour for them to get on a phone call with you to teach you something about something you don't know, it's worth it. It's an investment. Why? Because they're teaching you something that you don't know, and you're learning from someone that does what you want to do. And the final way you can invest in yourself is in your health, really. Your health is priceless, first of all. So one way you can invest in it is by getting a gym membership. This gym membership will give you access to weights, big machines, and a treadmill, and this will all help develop your health. A gym membership costs around £10 to £15 per month. You going to the gym a few days a week will actually benefit you in the long term, trust me. Now the second way investing is the way everyone wants to know. This is by investing through trading, Forex, stocks, and I'll go through all of them right now. Now the first way you can start trading is into a Forex account. You can start trading with as little as £100, but let me tell you, the risk of trading is very high and the rewards are very high. It works both ways: high risk, high rewards. Forex is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It takes a while for you to develop and learn this skill. If you're looking to learn, I'm going to put some resources down below, and this will help you learn the basic. The next way you can invest your money is into stocks. This has medium risk, medium rewards. The app I recommend for trading stocks is Free Trade. With Free Trade, you can buy stocks from, Boohoo, Fiverr, Auto Trader, and you can also even invest in index funds as well through ETFs, exchange traded funds, which basically monitor a market. It's commission free. It costs £0 to invest, and all you have to do is make a bank transfer from your bank account to your Free Trade account. Shares can cost as little as £1, all the way ranging to the 1,000+, where you have the big tech giants like Amazon. As you can see, this is Free Trade, where there's lots of ETFs. The sectors where you can invest in popular stocks, and now it's pretty easy to navigate and go around, and you can get it from the App Store, and it's just as simple as that, really. Now, if you invested £100 into Greg stock 1 month ago, your investment will now be worth £107. Now, with Auto Trader, your investment will now be worth £105.58. With Asset Mine, your investment will actually be worth around £212. Why? Because there's a 112% increase in the Asset Mine stock. If you invested in Boohoo a month ago, your investment will now be worth £101.91. So if you love Boohoo, go check that out. And finally, with Vodafone, if you invested in Vodafone a month ago, your investment will now be worth £104.23. So that's a £4 profit. Now, the final way you can invest your money is index funds. This has low risk, low rewards. Now, looking at this compound interest calculator, if you also invest £100 every month for the next 30 years, with an average return of 7% per year, you would have £122,708 in your investment account. This is from investing £100 every month. The reason it's low risk is because the S&P 500 is actually giving us 7% returns annually for the past 30 years on average. That's why it's low risk. It's very, very likely to happen. The fact that Warren Buffett even recommends it explains why it's low risk. It's not high risk. And by the way, just because I said low reward, I'm only saying low reward in the short term. In the long term, as compound interest comes into play, this becomes an even bigger reward. And if you're good at maths, if you invest £100 every month for 30 years, you would have only invested £36,000. The rest of it as interest from the growth. And furthermore, that's not even including dividends reinvested, so you would have even made even more. Hey, you better click the like button, you know. I'm giving you a lot of gems for free. You won't get this anywhere else, I promise you. The index fund I recommend you invest into is the S&P 500. This has performed pretty well over the past 30 years compared to the FTSE 100. Like I said earlier, Warren Buffett recommends S&P 500. If he recommends it, I advise you to take his advice. Why? Because he is one of the best investors. Actually, he is the best investor in the world. This shows that I'm just not talking now with my bum. Finally, if you don't want to invest into any of those, you can invest into a business. Firstly, domains are cheap. You only pay, what, £9 to £10 per year? PokuBanks.com costs around £9.88 per year. Self-elevation costs me around £12 per year. As you can see, this is GoDaddy. This is where you can get your own domains for your own websites. And here you see Poku Bank at .co.uk for £1 if you get a 2-year registration. There's all sorts of deals on this website, so go check it out. This is where I get all of my domains, and this is where you should get yours too. You can even create a website for free using Wits. And then with the rest of the money from your £100, you spent around, what, £10. You can use the rest on Facebook advertising or Snapchat advertising or Instagram advertising. You spend that money to advertise your business to get more sales. Best business I recommend for you to start out with is buying and reselling. Gary Vee recommends this a lot. Trust me. Buying and reselling is simply when you buy something for cheaper and you're selling it for higher. It's a simple business model. Let me show you an example. So if you used to go onto AliExpress, now here's a product for you. The taxi protection screen isolation. During the times we are in now of this coronavirus pandemic, of the time of recording, this would be a good product for taxi drivers. Why? It keeps them safe. Please don't forget, this is not dropshipping, this is buying and reselling. So we're going to buy all of these items, send it to our own home address, and then when they get to our home address, we'll then ship them individually to our customers. Why? Because you don't want your customers waiting 14 days for a parcel when on eBay they're shipping them out within 3 days. So you need to be able to keep up with their postage times to get any sales. You'll see this later on in the video. So the product that I found is $8.55. If you were to convert to pounds, that's £6.82. Now, with £100, you could buy around 14 of those. And now, if you are to go on eBay, we can see that they're being sold for approximately £15.99. Now, as you can see, there's 3 prices here from 3 different sellers. I've used £15.99 as a conservative number just to use as an estimate. You can probably use one of the higher prices to get more profit, but I'll just use a lower one just to be safe. So per one sold, eBay and PayPal fees add up to around 11%. So that's times 0.89. You're left with £14.23. Now, since you're buying this and sending this to your own house, that means you'll be shipping it yourself. Postage fees cost around £3.50. So let's minus £3.50 from the £14.23. We're left with £10.73. Now, the cost of the item is £6.82. So minus £6.82. We're now left with £3.91 profit. And since you sold 14 of those, £3.91 times 14 is £54.75. So you've now made £54 profit from buying and reselling. This is a 54% increase in your money. By the way, a 54% increase on your money is very, very good in the investing world. As you can see, these are the average returns for the S&P 500, which was index funds, 7%. Now, Berkshire Hathaway is Warren Buffett's company, which is where he's averaged around 17.1% over the past 30 years or 40 years. Now, what you need to remember, although these are lower percentages than what you just made on £100, what you need to remember, these guys are playing with bigger money. So Warren Buffett's playing with £1 billion. 17% on £1 billion is 170 million. There's a difference between his 170 million profit that he's made on 17% and your £50 profit you've made on 50% of £100. Think about it like that. Just always keep that in mind. Now you have £154 and you can use that money elsewhere to make some more moves. But let me tell you a rule, only invest what you can afford to lose. But look, just remember, you're only investing £100. Don't think you're going to invest £100 and have £1 million tomorrow. Okay? You're starting small, so don't expect big results. Yes, it's possible. If you invested £100 into Bitcoin in 2012, you'd be very, very rich right now. But look, Bitcoin only comes once in a while. There's not always an opportunity like that. And if I knew the opportunity, I'd be rich right now. So it's not that easy, as you can see. Now you've seen all the ways you can invest £100. So it's up to you to decide which way you want to take. Me personally, I'm going through the Forex route. So the high risk, high reward route. I've invested into myself. So I've bought a lot of books, a lot of courses, why to develop my mind. This is priceless, by the way. No one can take it from you. And I'm also investing my money into my businesses. So Drip Lotto, my YouTube channel, my TikTok page. And that's what I'm doing personally. So my way, I believe my way is the best way forward for me. Once I've developed my sources of income and I'm making more money for myself, I'll then look into stocks, index funds and whatnot. But until then, right now I'm going for the high risk, high reward route. I've always been a risk taker. Now, the reason I'm personally not investing in stocks right now with my current capital is because of opportunity costs and the returns I'll make. Now, let me put it to you like this. I could invest £100 and make 100% return on my money, okay? That means I double my money. That's £200. Now, someone can now invest £1,000 and make a 20% return on their money and make £200. They'll have 1.2k. Now, what I will do is that instead of investing £100 into stocks, I'd rather invest into a business or invest into Forex where I could get higher returns. I'd rather invest, over £1,000 rather than under. If I make that 100% gain again, that £1,000 will turn to 2,000. That's worthwhile. Whereas £100 into £200 it's just not worth it in my opinion. Now, if you got to this point in the video, I appreciate it. What I want you to do is comment below so I know that you got to this point in the video and tell me which route you're going to take, where you're going to invest your £100. I hope you enjoyed it though. You already know, man. It's Poku Banks, baby.